Hey guys, तो आज हम बात करेंगे 5 ऐसी ज़रूरी चीज़ों के बारे में that you should start doing if you are in your 20s so that you can become financially independent by the time you are 30. तो शुरू करते हैं. The first and most important thing is savings. Now जितना भी आप कमा रहे हैं, try to allocate the maximum which is 50%, 40% towards the savings. Now उसके बाद जो भी बचता है that goes towards the discretionary spending. Be it rents, आपको rents भरने हैं, mortgages हैं, bills हैं, maintenance है, that should come out of that remaining 50%, 60%. Now assume कीजिए आपकी सैलरी है 1 लाख रुपए, उसमें से पहले ही आप 50,000, 40,000 रुपए हटा दीजिए and put that into savings. And उसके बाद जो आपका 60,000, 50,000 बचता है, उससे आप अपना रेंट्स भरिए, manage all your expenses, be it bills, subscriptions, purses, cars, everything that you want to do, just do that with the remaining 60-50%. Now मुझे पता है बहुत सारे लोग ये नहीं कर पाएंगे, be it for whatever reasons. But still try to allocate that maximum 30%, 40%, 50%. अगर आप वो भी नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, that means you have to cut down on your expenses. देखिए आप कहाँ पे ज़्यादा पैसा खर्च कर रहे हैं. अगर आप बहुत ही ज़्यादा रेंट पे कर रहे हैं अपने प्लेस के लिए, you have to move to a lower rental place. अगर आप बिल सब्सक्रिप्शंस आप दे रहे हैं, Amazon की, Netflix की, unnecessary subscriptions दे रहे हैं, you have to see which subscriptions are not needed and you have to cut down on those expenses. Cars ले रहे हैं, you have to cut down on expenses. You have to basically cut down on the expenses so that you can allocate that 50, 30, 40% to the savings, and that should be your ultimate goals. अगला major point है investments. Now all the money that you have saved, it's really important for you to invest that money. अगर जो भी पैसे आपने सेव करे हैं, if it's sitting idle in the bank account earning maybe just 1-2% interest, that's really bad. The value of that money will start depleting over the years. ऐसा क्यों होता है? It's because of inflation. Inflation के बारे में हम किसी और वीडियो में बात करेंगे बहुत ही डिटेल में, but inflation is basically something that lowers the value of your money over the years. Now India में inflation has 6%, which means अगर आपने 100 रुपए पिछले साल सेव करे हैं, the value of that 100 rupees will become 94 next year because of the 6% inflation. Now that's why if जो भी आपने पैसा सेव किया है, it's important आप उसको invest करें and then try to get a return more than 6%, more than basically inflation. Now मैं ऐसा नहीं कह रहा that all the money that you have you should just invest, because there should be some cash in your bank account for the immediate needs, but most of the money that you have, just consider investing that money. आप उसे कहीं भी invest कर सकते हैं, be it index funds, mutual funds, real estates, और भी बहुत सारे venues हैं जिसके बारे में हम डिटेल में बात करेंगे किसी और वीडियो में, but always start considering investing that money. Sorry to interrupt. अगर आप यहाँ तक पहुँचे हैं and you're liking the video, I would really appreciate if you could just hit the like button, share it with your friends, comment in the comment section. It's really important for me. It helps me know if you are liking the content. Let's continue. The third major point is invest in appreciating assets instead of spending on depreciating items. इस point को समझना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Most of the people, after getting that extra income someday, maybe bonuses, increase in paychecks, they tend to go out and spend that money on expensive, luxurious items. I'm not saying it's wrong. बहुत सारे लोग ऐसा करते हैं. It's very normal. आपको bonus मिलता है, आपका paycheck increase होता है, आप जाते हैं बाहर and you bought an expensive wristwatch, you bought that purse that you have always wanted to buy. Some people may even take out a huge loan and buy that expensive car, right? But you have to think before spending that money onto these items. It's not sustainable. The interest expense of that huge loan that you take out is going to decrease your income over the years. Now imagine instead if you have bought a house worth rupees 1 crore, say, if you have taken a loan and instead of buying that car you had bought a house worth rupees 1 crore, the value of that house may become 1.2 crore, 1.5 crore next year, which is good. You can see the difference. The value of your money is growing in the latter, right? But in the car, आपने कार खरीदी 10 लाख रुपए की, the value of that car next year is going to be 8 lakh. So always try to invest your money in appreciating assets, house in this case, instead of spending that on depreciating items, which is like purses, expensive items like watches, cars, etc. Now, the fourth point is marginal utility of consumption. Let's say आप एक supermarket में हैं and you have two similar products. You need to know which product you should buy. That's when you can do this analysis. Marginal utility of consumption is basically increase in benefit divided by the increase in cost. Let's say you're hungry and you just want to eat a pizza. You have two options. You have a pizza from Pizza Hut and then you have a pizza from Domino's. Now the utility that you're getting from a Pizza Hut pizza is, say it's 50. And the utility that you're getting from a Domino's pizza is 30. Now utility क्या होती है? Utility is basically the benefit you're getting out of a pizza. Now at this time you're hungry and you want to eat a pizza. These are two major factors. There is one other factor which is probably the brand name, probably the quality of a pizza. But that is not what's important here because you're just hungry and you want to just eat pizza. So that's why probably Domino's pizza is of a lesser quality and that's why the utility is little lower than the Pizza Hut pizza. Now look at the cost. The cost you're getting from a Pizza Hut pizza is say 150 and the cost of a Domino's pizza is 50. Now marginal utility of consumption is basically increase in the utility when you go from here to here divided by the increase in cost when you go from here to here. So basically 50 minus 30, that's the increase in utility divided by the increase in cost, which is 150 minus 50. That turns out to be 20 upon 100 is equal to 0.2. Now if you can see here, the marginal utility of consumption is really low, right? Whenever you have this case, you should always go for the product which is at a lower price. When the marginal utility of consumption is higher, say 0.6, 0.7, then you can be indifferent towards the product. Then you can look at the other factors which is important. But when the marginal utility of consumption is low in the range of 0.2, 0.3, 0.1, you should go for the product which is at a cheaper price. Last but not the least, upskill yourself. Keep working on the skills that you have. Keep honing those skills. Imagine आप एक डॉक्टर हैं, imagine you're good at cricket, imagine आप teaching में बहुत अच्छे हैं. You have to keep working on those skills. Learn new things that complement those strengths. You need to show people your worth. You have to show people what value you bring to the table. And the only way you'll be able to do that is by becoming good at the job that you do. आप वो कैसे कर पाएंगे? You need to push yourself and work harder to attain those strengths, to attain those skills and improving those skills. That brings us to the end of this video. अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया, please hit the like button, share with your friends and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, if you think I missed something, please comment and I'd love to read your comments and I'll see you in another video.